Everybody, welcome to this instruction video. In this video I'd like to show you part 3 of the Enigma blankets. In part 3 we're going to grow the mandala that we had already. It's going to be adding this section here, so I'm going to add 2 more bands, let me call it that, and then we're also going to start with the squaring up, so you're going to make your first little corner in the last round. So that's what we're all going to be doing in part 3. Let's get started. Round 30. In this round we're going to be working cross stitches. Now the first one we're going to do is a standing cross stitch, and the cross stitch consists out of 4 doubles. The first one is going to yarn over and hold on to that because I'm going to start with a standing double, and it doesn't matter in which stitch you start, so on any arbitrary stitch. So I'm just going to start here in that stitch, make a standing double crochet. Then in the next 2 stitches also work 1 double. That's 1 and 1. So you now have 3 double crochets. We're now going to come back and cross these stitches and work a double in the stitch before these 3. So I'm going to yarn over. To do so, just kind of you're going to have to fold your work and insert your hook into that stitch before the 3 stitches where you're currently, that you just made. So in there, and then kind of roll it from the back, grab your yarn, and then bring it up to where you're currently at. So you're really stretching that stitch. And then complete the double crochet. And that's a cross stitch you just made there. Chain 1. And now we're ready to start the repeat. I'm going to skip the next, so we're now going to start with the cross stitch, and the cross stitch starts with skipping this stitch because that's where we're going to come back to like we did here. So we're going to skip the next stitch and then work 3 doubles. So we start by just skipping this stitch and then work 3 doubles. So that's 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to come back and work the cross in that stitch that we skipped. I'm going to yarn over. Just kind of fold your work a little bit so you can get into that stitch that you skipped. Then grab your yarn from the back. And then open up that loop to where you're to here to the top, and then complete the double. So take off 2, take off 2. That's your second cross stitch made. Chain 1 and repeat. So this was a repeat unit, so also the chain 1's always in between. I'm going to do this all the way around. I'll show you once more. So yarn over, then just got my yarn here. So yarn over, because we're going to work a double, but we skip the next stitch, and then we work 3 doubles. That's 1, 2, 3 doubles. Now we're going to come back and cross over and work a double in that skipped stitch. So yarn over, fold in your work, grab your yarn from the back, bring it up to where you're currently at, so again stretching that stitch, and then complete the double. And then chain 1. I've now done the repeat a few times with you. Continue this all the way around, and when you're right at the end, you're going to work your last cross stitch in your last 4 stitches. You work a cross stitch, then chain 1, and then close here on your first stitch with a slip stitch, and then you can also fasten off your work. Round 31, new color yarn on my hook. we're going to start in any of the chain spaces between the cross stitches with a standing single crochet. So in there, work a single. Then the repeat is a chain 4, 3, 4, skipping the cross stitch, come to the next chain space and work a single. And repeat that all the way around. So chain 4 and then a single in the next space. Continue like this all the way around, and after your last chain 4, close here on the first stitch with a slip stitch and then leave your yarn attached. Round 32, we're going to continue with the same color, and what we're going to do in this round is in every chain 4 space we're going to work 4 double crochets. So I'm just going to slip to the chain 4 space because that's where we'll be working. And now in here 4 doubles. Now the first double is a chain 3, and of course now make 3 more in the same space. So 1, 2, 3, plus the chain 3 is of course 4, and then in the next chain space work 4 doubles. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's do that one again. 4. You're going to continue like this all the way around, so in every chain space work 4 doubles. And after your last chain space here, which you've worked 4 doubles, close on your first stitch, that's here the chain 3 with a slip stitch, and then you can also fasten off this round. Round 33, new color yarn on my hook, and we're going to start in the second of any of these 4 doubles that we just made in the previous row. So I'm just going to start with these 4. So the first, start on the second with a standing single crochet. And I've got 2 more of these 4. Work a single in those as well. We now work a front post treble around the skipped single here from 2 rows down. So that means yarn over twice, then around the single and complete the stitch. The next single crochet, we're going to skip that stitch there and come to the stitch after and work 1, 2, 3 singles. And now we're again at a point to work a front post treble, and this is also your repeat. So the front post treble, skipping a stitch and the 3 singles. So I'll just show you the repeat once again. It's yarn over twice, then around the single crochet from 2 rows down, work a front post treble, going to skip the next single here and then work 3 singles. 1, so you're skipping a double of course, 2, 3. So you're skipping that first double and then you work a single in the next 3. Now repeat this all the way around, and here your last stitch will be the front post treble around this single crochet. You're of course going to skip that single, and then so after the front post treble you're going to close here on the first standing single crochet with a slip stitch, and then you can also fasten off your yarn. Round 34, new color yarn on my hook, And we're going to start in any front post treble with a standing V-stitch. Now a V-stitch is a double chain 2 and a double. So a standing one means we start with a standing double crochet. So in that, well, in any front post treble, start in there with a standing double crochet. Then chain 2, 1, 2, and in the same stitch make another double. There we go. So that's a V-stitch made, a standing V-stitch. Now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to skip the 3 doubles or 3 singles here and come to the next V-stitch and work, or next front post treble I should say, and work a V-stitch in there. So in here work double, chain 2, and a double. And this chain 4 and then the V-stitch, going to repeat that all the way round. So I'll just show you the repeat again. So it's chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then come to the next front post treble and work a V-stitch in here. So that's a double, chain 2, and a double. Repeat this all the way round, and after your last chain 4, close on the standing stitch with a slip stitch, and then you can also fasten off. Round 35. In this round we're going to be working popcorns here in the chain 2 space of the V-stitches and chain 5s in between. Now the first popcorn is a standing popcorn. I'm going to yarn over because that means we do 5 doubles in that V-stitch, but the first is a standing. And now 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's 5 in total. And open up the stitch and then come back to the first one. Insert your hook, pick up your working yarn and pull through and chain 1. That's your first popcorn, the standing one. Chain 5, you'll notice your chains are quite floppy here, but we're going to work over them later on. 5 chains. Now when you so there's also a chain that goes with the popcorn, so it's 6 in total, so it's 1 with the popcorn plus 5. That's chain 5, and then in the next V-stitch work a popcorn. So in there, first of 5 doubles, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to the first stitch, pick up the loop, pull through, chain 1. And that's it. That's you're going to repeat all the way around. So now again a chain 5 and then a popcorn in the next V-stitch. Again and again and again, all the way around. After you've worked the last popcorn here, you'll do a chain 5 and then close here on the first stitch, which is here. Close on that first stitch with a slip stitch, and then you can also fasten off. Round 36. In this round we're going to be working over the 2 chain spaces here from the last 2 rows. I'm going to be working over them simultaneously. I'm going to start with a standing half double over both of these chain spaces together. So yarn over, so taking them both together, and that's one. Now in this, so you just work one, we're going to work 3 more like this. So 1, 2, 3. So now you've got 4 half doubles covering both of those chain spaces. Now come to the popcorn. The popcorn we're going to work a back post single crochet. So actually it's a front post. So around the popcorn, work a front post single. Now, and that's the full repeat. So in the chain spaces, 4 half doubles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then around the popcorn a front post single, which basically means you're just going to scoop the popcorn like that. There you go. And then again, and this is it. Go all the way around like this. I've just done 2 here. So you're going to finish with the single around the popcorn, front post single, and when you're back, when you've done all the way around, close on your first standing stitch with a slip stitch and then leave your yarn attached for the next round. Round 36, I'm going to continue with the same color. In this round we work a half double in every stitch. Now, first chain 1, this does not count as a stitch, so in the same position work a half double. And now work a half double every stitch and continue like this all the way around. So nice and relaxing round, half double on every stitch, and when you're all the way around, close here over the first stitch, so into the second, so over this with an invisible join. Round 38, new color yarn on my hook. And on this round we're going to work a back post double crochet on every stitch. The first one is of course standing. So yarn over, then any stitch, doesn't matter which one, just from the back around the post of the stitch and complete the double. And continue like this, work a back post double around every stitch. And when you're all the way around, close to the first stitch with a slip stitch. I've just done 3, you need to do quite a lot more. Close on your first stitch with a slip stitch and then you can fasten off. Round 39, I have a new color yarn on my hook, and we're going to start in any stitch, doesn't matter which stitch, with a standing double crochet. Yarn over, and I'm just going to take, and this really is random, I'm just going to take this stitch here. There we go. Now in the same stitch make 2 more doubles. 1 and 2. So now you have a group of 3 double crochets. Chain 1. Now we're going to skip 2 stitches and then work 3 doubles in the next. So 1, 2, skip, and 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. And again, chain 1, skip 1, 2 stitches, and then 3 doubles. And this you're going to repeat all the way around. So chain 1, skip 2 stitches, and then 3 doubles in 1 stitch. Go all the way around. You're going to work your last group of 3 doubles, chain 1, skipping the last 2 stitches, and then close here on your first stitch with a slip stitch, and you can also fasten off. Round 40, new color yarn on my hook. In this round we're going to be working in the chain 1 spaces of the previous round, and we're going to be making 2 double crochet clusters. Now, the first one is a yarn over, that's just for the first stitch. We're going to make a standing double crochet together cluster in here. So yarn over, insert in there, pick up a loop and take off 2. Then again yarn over, in the same space, pick up a loop, take off 2. You've got 3 loops on your hook, take them all off in one go. So that was a standing double crochet cluster in there. The repeat is a chain 3, 2, 3, then skipping this group of 3 doubles, come to the next space and work the same cluster in here. So it's yarn over, take off 2, and again yarn over, pick up a loop, take off 2, 3 loops on your hook, take them all off in one go. And this you're going to repeat all the way round. So again a chain 3 and then a 2 together cluster in the next space. So it's in essence 2 double crochets worked together in one space. Now repeat this, and of course you're going to finish with a chain 3, and then you'll close here on your first standing stitch with a slip stitch, and then you can also fasten off your yarn. Round 41, new color yarn on my hook. We're going to start on any of the chain spaces with a standing 3 double crochet cluster. So that's yarn over, then into the stitch. It's 1, 2, 3, and then take them all off in one go. So this is in essence a double crochet 3 together worked into one space. Then chain 3, 2, 3, and now come to the next space and again work this 3 double crochet cluster. So it's yarn over, that's the first leg, yarn over, and the second leg, and yarn over, and the third leg, and then they all go off in one go. And this is it. This is the repeat. So chain 3 and then come to the next space. Go all the way around, and when you're right back where you started, chain 3, then close on the first stitch with a slip stitch, and then you can also fasten off. Round 42. This round we're again going to be working in the chain spaces but also around the posts. In any chain space, doesn't matter which one, we're going to start with a standing half double. So I'm just going to yarn over. So in this space work a standing half double, followed by 2 more half doubles in the same space. So 1, 2, so you have 3 half doubles in there. Come to the 3 double crochet cluster, and around this going to work a front post half double. So around this, a front post half double, and in the chain space 3 half doubles. 1, 2, 3, and then again around the cluster stitch a front post half double, and that's the full repeat. Going to do that all the way around. So in every chain space 3 half doubles, 2, 3, and then around the cluster stitch a front post half double. Now repeat this all the way around, and after your last front post half double, close here on the first stitch. That's this stitch here. Insert your hook in there, close there with a slip stitch, and then leave your yarn attached for the next round. Round 43, we're going to continue with the same color. In this round we're going to work a half double in every stitch. So chain 1, this does not count as a stitch, just to get you a bit up. And then in the same stitch where we're currently at, I'm just going to start with a half double and then come to the next and go all the way around, work a half double on every stitch. When you're all the way around, close this round with an invisible join. So one stitch, nice and easy, half double every stitch, and then fasten off with an invisible join. Round 44, I'm going to start with a new color yarn on my hook, and you're going to start on any stitch with a standing back post single crochet. So I've got yarn on my hook, any stitch, really doesn't matter which one. I'm going to take this one and start with a standing back post single. So it's from the back post single. Now continue, and we make 20 back post half doubles. So this is also the start of the repeat. So yarn over, and then from the back, that's 1, and then this is of course 2. This takes a while because you need to make 20 of these, and it's really important that in this round you really count properly, because you're going to be making the base for the squaring up of the mandala. So it's really important that at the end of this round your stitch count is correct on all your edges. So for now, 20 back post half doubles. 20. There you go. So I've now got 20 back post half doubles, and we continue, and we now work 19, so this is important, 19 back post doubles. That's 1, 2, continue, so only 19, 19, okay, 19 back post doubles, so starting from there. The next stitch you're going to make a corner stitch. So it's going, in the one stitch you're going to do a back post double, chain 2, and a back post double. So yarn over, so in the next stitch work a back post double, then chain 2, and again a back post double around the same stitch. There you go. And that there is your little new corner. We're now going to continue and repeat, basically mirror what we've just done. So a back post double on the next 19 stitches. This here is 1, 2, continue again until you have 19. 3 and 19. 19 half doubles, oh sorry, 19 doubles I mean, 19, since the little corner stitch there. And now we're going to continue and work 20, that's 20 back post half doubles. So a half double, 1, 2, so 20 back post half doubles, and then you're almost done with the first full corner. 20. It's 20 back post half doubles, and now we're going to continue with back post singles, and then we do 31 of those. This is the first one, 2, So 31 back post singles, and that was 31 stitches. So I've got here 31 back post singles. Now everything you've just done, so I'm just going to find the beginning again from here. So repeat everything now, starting from the back post half double, so the 20 half doubles, then the 20 doubles with the corner, more doubles, then the half doubles, and then the singles. Repeat all of that 3 more times, and then you should end up exactly after 30 back post singles. Close on the first back post single that you've already made, close on there with a slip stitch. Double check your stitch count, that you've got that between all the chain spaces. If needed, make a small correction somewhere, and then you've finished this part. When you've gone all the way around, you've completed this part, so part 3 we're already finished with. I hope to see you next time for part 4.